Along with stronger retail sales in November, there was more good news in the housing recovery. Total foreclosure activity saw its largest monthly drop in 3 years last month. Rising home prices have been a huge help, but rising mortgage rates have not. And that has some concern that the healing might slow down in 2014. Diana Olick has more.
The signs are good, fewer of these signs. That's because more troubled borrowers are finally finding a way out.
Because things in the economy have gotten better. The house prices, the employment, even the interest rates, although ticking up, are still very low relative to historical standards.
Foreclosure activity overall fell 15% in November from October. That's the steepest drop since 2010, when the robo-signing scandal brought most foreclosures to a halt temporarily. Newly started foreclosures also fell to the lowest level since 2005. While the nationwide averages are positive, some states, like Maryland, are just now ramping up the cleaning up due to big legal and judicial delays in the foreclosure process.
The story goes back really to 2010. In the summer of 2010, Maryland adopted a new foreclosure law which required mediation.
Attorney Jeffrey Fisher is in the middle of Maryland's mess.
The servicers have finally sort of figured out, through whatever different path they went through, they have finally figured out how to move forward in Maryland. And so what you're seeing now is an effort to sort of chop into that backlog.
New foreclosures in Maryland are up 74% from a year ago, and the picture isn't much better in much of the Northeast, where judges had slowed the process but are now plowing through past cases. While the foreclosure problem becomes more local, another mortgage mess is set to strike nationally. Second mortgages, specifically home equity lines of credit, or HELOCs, where so many folks were using their homes as ATMs, are starting to go bad fast.
A lot of those have what's called an end of draw period, where you can no longer draw money out of it, and instead you actually have to pay the money back.
Those periods are usually 10 years, and nearly half of all HELOCs were taken out between 2004 and 2006. For those that have already reached payback time, delinquencies are up 11% year to date. Another ticking time bomb in the mortgage market, just as things were starting to look up. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Diana Olick in Washington.